Earl Nightingale talks about this in his Ancient Wisdom, says, the people who always aim to tear other people down, ultimately all they do is tear themselves down. Let me pull up a quote for you, and I want to talk. This quote has really hit home for me. And I've noticed this with men, because a lot of you men have massive egos. Okay? And a lot of you guys, not all of you, but a lot of you guys are uncoachable, especially American guys, right? Americans, a lot of these guys, just because they get a little pussy or whatever, they think that just because they get some pussy that they are just, they figure it out. They have it all figured out. And they're uncoachable. They just think that, they're a big fish in a little pond, right? And it's so terrible. It's retarded. Because there's so many people that just don't know how much they don't know, right? Okay. Here we go. I think it was Jim Rohn that said this, but somebody says it's one second. Jim Rohn really changed my life. In 2018, I binge watched his stuff, and he talked about the diseases of attitude. I wonder, can somebody check on the backlog? Have I ever done a breakdown on the diseases of attitude? I might need to do that one, because a lot of guys have the disease. Like a lot of these guys, a lot of people have bad attitudes. Adam Schwartz says Netflix is a Masonic. Adam Schwartz, you need to worry about making money, not worry about the masonry. Okay. Here we go. Quote here. Here's a quote. This is a really fantastic quote. Jim Rohn was the mentor to Tony Robbins. There are two ways to have the tallest building in town. One is to tear everyone else's building down, and the other is to build your building taller. How many of you guys know, like, oh, this guy, he gets girls, but, like, sometimes he fucks girls that are, like, 6s and 5s, right? Oh, this guy, he's really jacked, whatever, but, like, he's on TRT, so he's cheating, right? This guy, he makes a lot of money, but, all he really does is, like, just, like, trade cryptocurrency, and everybody knows cryptocurrency is a scam. He's not a hard worker like me. I go to my office 9 to 5. I'm a hard worker, right? And it is a psychological problem with that person. All right, you need to take this to heart, all of you men listening right now. I don't care if you're my friend. I don't care if you're a viewer. I don't care if you're a hater. Okay? Here's the bottom line. If you can't accept that some people are better than you, okay, you're never going to get ahead in life. And instead of sitting there bitching and moaning about these people being ahead of you and trying to, like, disparage or discredit them, you should be a real man and go and learn from them. If somebody's bigger and stronger than you, you won't be like, oh, well, this guy, he doesn't work as hard as me. So he could just go to the gym. Like, he doesn't make as much money as me. So, he goes to he goes to the gym so much. If I only went to the gym, I'd be more jacked, right? Or, oh, this guy, like, what do they say about me? Like, oh, MLD, yeah, he gets a lot of pussy, but, he lives in Asia. Like, that's why it's, like, easier in Asia, man. Like, these are the same inbred trailer park fucks that don't even have a passport and never been to Asia, right? Oh, this guy, he just gets a bunch of girls, but only because he's in Asia, right? Okay, right, hilarious. What else do they say? Oh,
this guy makes a bunch of money, but he didn't make money in his business. He made money from scamming people, and he ran this scam, and he did this and he did that, right?
That doesn't put any more money in your bank account. Shit talking somebody's gym, yeah, even if they're on TRT, whatever, who gives a fuck? Right? You're still a weak little bitch. Broke, living in your mom's basement, eating Cheetos. There are two ways to have the tallest building in town. One is to tear everyone else's building down. The other is to build yours up. But ultimately, when you're in the destruction mode of tearing other people down, you have a destructive mindset and you end up tearing yourself down more.